Greetings and blessings, everyone. Hi, this is Naima Williams of Fire Groups of America, and I wanted to personally invite you out on Saturday, July 18th, 2020 at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Awake 2020 Vision Symposium, which is happening online via Zoom. So what is the Awake 2020 Symposium? Basically, these symposiums are designed to confront controversial issues today in order to help you to make the best informed decisions that you have to make tomorrow, right? So let's just kind of scale back a bit. We know that this has been a crazy year, right? And we know also that this is a very critical year. So aside from COVID-19, aside from the city and state shutdowns, aside from the HR 6666 bill, aside from the digital vaccines, the riotings and the lootings, the various radical movements that emerged, the Marxist agenda that seems to be emerging as well, aside from all of these things, we know that this is an election year. Now, hold on. Before you begin to get turned off, there's 5 things I want you to consider. Number 1, your vote, by sheer definition, is your voice. It is a formal expression of your choice, of your decision, of your agreement, of your endorsement of the policies proposed by a candidate. And voting is not about so much the who. It's all about the what. Because what they propose, the policies they propose that turns into law are the things that we're going to have to follow. So it's all about the policies, and your vote endorses those policies. Number 2, your vote matters. And I know that we live today at a time where we're being told that our vote doesn't matter, but here's something just to consider. If your vote didn't matter, then why would certain parties, governmental parties, why would they be systematically trying to fraudulently steal the election for 2020? Just something to consider. Number 3, your vote empowers officials to either protect your rights and your freedoms or restrict your rights and your freedoms. What many of us do not know is that there are a number of very important constitutionally protected rights that are right now at risk. And many of us are very distracted by emotions and by what's happening in the streets, that we're not looking at these proposed policies and these bills that they're trying to enter into law. And my concern is, if we lose more, if we're so distracted, we're going to wind up losing more than what we ever thought we could. And by the time we realize it, it will be too late. Number 4, this year isn't just about the presidential election. That's important, but it's not just about that. There are a number of seats in Congress, a number of seats in the Senate that are up for elections this year. In addition to that, there are several states, I want to say about 12 or 13 different states that their governorships are also up for election. And let's not talk about the localities. There's different locality elections as well. And so there's different elections that are happening in different states, and of course the federal election overall. So number 1, your vote is your voice. It is your agreement to policy, to the what, not the who. Number 2, your vote matters. Number 3, your vote empowers officials to either protect your rights and freedoms or to restrict them. Number 4, this year isn't just about the presidential election, but there's a variety of different seats that are up for grab or up for election. And then number 5, which is so important. Number 5 is the soul of our nation is at stake. Friends, there are a number of freedoms that are at stake. Our rights and our future are at stake, as well as our children's. And many of us have fallen victim to generational party voting. And basically, that's to say that great grandma had voted for this party, so grandma also voted for that party. And then mommy because grandma voted for that party as well. And I was told that's what I am because that's what my great grandma and my grandma and my mom had voted. So I'm that too. And I vote for that party. And a lot of times we fall victim to that without ever looking at what are the policies they really stand for, right? And in doing so, we keep supporting a party whose policies vehemently goes against our core values, our belief system, as well as our faith. And this is doubly true for those who are in the Christian faith. So that's number 5. And here is where Awake 2020 vision comes in at. We go behind the veneer. We go behind the talking points to major policies to see the truth. Now, the truth I speak of is not my truth or your truth, but it's truth from a historical perspective, truth from a technical perspective, truth from a medical perspective, if that applies, and truth from a biblical perspective. It's not about a party. It's not about a sermon. It's about providing truthful, documented information that so that you are informed, because good information precedes good decisions. And the identity politics that we see going on right now, the fear mongering, the racial politics, the cultural politics, they are purposely meant to cloud our judgment with emotions in order to keep proposed policies obscure. Think about it. When was the last time you had to make a major decision and you said, I'm just going to wait to get emotional about it and then make that decision, right? We don't do that. But so these things that you see going on here, they're purposely put in place so that our emotions are high, so that we're not paying attention to the dotted line. But if our rights and our freedoms and our future and those of our children largely hinges on those policies, then we need to put fact over feelings, policy over personality, information over speculation. This is what we need to do, and we need to do it now. So again, I want to invite you out Saturday, July 18th. Listen, it won't be the same unless you're there. We want you there, July 18th, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom. I'll put the details in the description box so that you have access to it. Set your alarms, mark your calendars, share with a friend, say you need to be here because we need to find out what's going on. There's a lot that's happening today, and it starts with being informed. So I do hope to see you there. God bless you once again. I hope that you have a wonderful and outstanding day, and I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.